watching.
Yeah, we got a great turnout. What is your message to these new people? We're just getting involved. We got almost 6 months until the election. How do you keep them interested and engaged?
We do, and here is what it is. We're here for the long haul. This is not a short run. We're going to run, and we're going to be long, consistent, and we're going to do this right. And that's what we tell our candidates. We say, listen, every month we're doing something to bring freedom. Every month we've got to be thinking, that's the finish line. That's the goal.
Republicans are hoping to take back both houses of the state legislature this year. What is the message that we want to send?
Well, the message we want to send is first of all, let's get back to responsible government. We have had irresponsible government the last 4 years. So when we could have been saving, we were spending. When we could have looked at ways to bring more jobs, we weren't doing that. Then we have a crisis. And then people say, oh my, maybe we should save, or we have to cut. And we're going, yeah, we said this. And it's time to get back to common sense government. And there's not been a lot of that. And in fact, business has said this is the most hostile year they've ever experienced in the legislature. Now, that's remarkable. When NFIB and Casey and all of your business groups say this was the most hostile year.
Trying to get back common sense government, how optimistic are you in the Republican caucus that you could be back in the majority in 2011?
I think we stand a very good chance. And I think there are going to be some races we're going to have to work very hard. I mean, there's no doubt about that. We're going to have to raise money. It's not enough to complain. You can complain all you want, show up at the voting booth, that's nice. But you have to, our forefathers pledged, and they gave so much of their money, their time, their energy. And you have to do that. No other choice.
Amy Stevens, Republican House Caucus Chair, thank you for joining us. All right, we're with Libby Szabo, candidate for House District 27, Republican from Arvada. This is the #1 race in the state of Colorado. Libby, tell us about your race and why we need to get rid of the current occupant of the office.
Well, the current occupant of the office is actually the second most liberal state representative in a district that is the first most Republican House seat that we don't have. So for #1 reason, that's why. The second reason is she voted for all of the dirty dozen tax hikes. If for no other reason, that's a good one.
How would Representative Libby Szabo vote differently than our current representative?
I would be the representative that would be totally pro-business. And I would look out for we the people and not we the bureaucrats and we the politicians and we the special interest.
Now, before you're a candidate, you're one of the premier grassroots activists in the state of Colorado. So you've been to a lot of these type of assemblies.
I have.
What is your impression of the crowd and the group of people here and their energy?
Well, I think it's a great crowd. It's been a while since we've had some good races. A lot of times we come here and there's one candidate running for every seat. And you come and you say your ayes and you go. This time there's going to be some good challenges, and that's always good for the state of Colorado.
Thank you very much, Libby Szabo.
Thank you.
So now, we're with Donna Jack from Evergreen. She's sang the national anthem here to open festivities. Donna, you've been to quite a few of these state assemblies. We saw a lot of people standing up say this is their first time here. What's your impression of the level of interest and enthusiasm?
I'm just so excited about them. All the people that are standing up. It's really heartening to those of us that have been out there fighting for years. And I'm just hoping that everybody will come together, whichever candidates we end up having on the ballot, and so that we can join forces and bring back our country.
What would your message be if you could get 30 seconds from the podium, if you could talk to all these delegates? How do you keep people motivated, interested, and active between now and the big election in November?
Well, I would think make sure and go out and support the candidates that you want to have be on the ballot eventually. Make sure that you never say anything bad about any of the candidates. It's just not worth it, because we don't want to have people feeling can't vote for whoever is there if it's not their particular candidate. Get involved in Republican clubs, go to your tea parties, and just help people work together. And I know we can win if we do that.
Thank you very much, Donna, for joining us. We're with Robert Ramirez, candidate in House District 29.
Thanks for...
Have you ever been to one of these state assemblies?
This is my first time. I'm pretty excited.
What's your impression of the crowd and everything that's going on?
I've talked to a lot of people. They said they came a couple of years ago and that they're just bored. There's this many people, this much action.
30-minute drive because I can't get jobs.
Is your lower taxes, less regulation message resonating with voters up in the suburbs?
It really is. We've hit about 4,000 homes so far, knocking on doors, talking to people, and they're hungry. They're hungry for somebody that wants to make a difference. Not change and hope like we do here, but a difference that they can feel, a difference that they can see, and really one that they can have real hope for, because the fact is, we've raised the car taxes, we've raised the home taxes, they've repealed the senior citizens exemption, and people are hurting. And at the same time, they can't find a job. So they're loving it. They like the idea of making a difference.
Robert, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it.
Christy Mariano from Nevada. And you're kind of new to the whole political activism, right? A couple years ago you got involved?
Actually, I served or I helped Bush's first campaign back in 2000. So I've been involved for quite some time, and it's really exciting to be here and see all the new people. I was astonished at how many people stood up when they asked for the new first-time delegates. I mean, what a great thing. It means America's waking up.
Full strike. A couple years ago you played a pretty active role on the local race.
Yes, I did. I worked on John Bodner's campaign. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but we ran a very good campaign, and very proud of the work we did.
And if they gave Christy Mariano the microphone and you could stand up at the podium and they gave you 30 seconds to talk to the delegates and give them the message about, where do we go from here between now and November, what would your message be?
Oh goodness, it would be, I am so thankful you're here and you're awake, and we need to, get involved with our neighbors and community and get